There's about a day and a half later. Well, probably I worked on this most of the day Friday. It's Saturday now. But got my AC system back installed. And on these trucks, you can remove the air conditioning without discharging it by just simply taking the whole AC off. Apparently it's illegal to disperse refrigerant into the atmosphere, so I would never do that. But tranny's in, transfer case is on, the cross member on. Now it's just a matter of doing something with all these wires. So I got the belt, the right size belt on. I noticed that I'll probably have to shim this bottom pulley out the 1/4 inch to accommodate the adapter brackets that I had to build for the serpentine system, because I don't think a hose is going to fit on there. That's really close. I mean, really close. So I'll have to shim that bottom pulley out. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. I can do that. So just, you know, nipping away at it piece by piece. In my luck, I'll get the thing done and load up. Who knows? There's my cross member all boxed in. That's a lot stronger. And I went with 1/2 inch grade 8 bolts because Home Depot didn't have 7/16. Go figure. So what I got to do yet here is, of course, I got to, you know, get the vacuum line for the modulator, and get the exhaust manufacturer to get all the brackets and braces hooked up, and get the wiring hooked up like I mentioned. And yeah. Okay, one of the problems that you run into when you do a lift on a truck like this is that you end up changing the driveline geometry, and you end up getting vibrations through the driveline because the drive shaft's no longer in proper alignment with the rear end, or those angles have become exaggerated and at higher speeds, so they'll tend to vibrate. So one of the things that at least on these trucks, one of the things that you can do to alleviate that is to drop the tail of the engine transmission down and raise the pinion angle up. If you see right here, yeah, I think you can see it. You see right here where my finger is, there's a little ripple. What had happened at some point in this truck's life, come on light, is that this part of the cross member, actually this part of the cross member got hit. Something made contact right here and actually took, that's why I boxed this, because this had crushed in, and this was all twisted, and when it did, it took and created a twisting motion here on this cross member, and it buckled the frame right here. That weakens the frame. The reason why I use square tubing here is so that I could sandwich this between the frame and the cross member, and this would spread that load out over a larger area. That's why I did that. And I used 1 1/4 inch instead of 1 inch because that's what I had. So, and by making it 1.5 inches instead of 1 inch, it brings that angle down even further, so it should straighten out any driveline issues that there may or may not have. The other thing I noticed is that, you know, I don't know if you can see that spring. The spring's supposed to have an arch in it. Not so much anymore. Same thing with the front. It appears to me as if somebody had taken this truck and rode it hard, put it away wet, and supposedly has a 6-inch lift, according to the thickness of the block that's on the back. It is a 6-inch lift, but because it's been so beat, it's more like a 4.5, 5-inch lift. But I just bolted the torque converter on, and when you put your torque converter on the flex plate, make sure you use Loctite. Use Loctite on the bolts that hold the flex plate onto the crankshaft, and use Loctite on the bolts that hold the torque converter onto the flex plate. Trust me, you'll be glad you did. But it'll be done someday. There it is. So, till next time, rate, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned. It'll only get better, I hope. Bye.